Let's go. It's time for top 5 tips of the month. We're doing the top 5 tips for the month of May. Let's get into this. So we kick off the top 5 tips of the month with tip number 1, the side quest. The side quest can seem a very confusing place. It is basically, in a nutshell, all these quests right here, and then one special one called the Trial of Madness opens up on the 7th day. Each day you'll be given sling ring charges. In your inventory you'll have a sling ring which looks a little bit like that. And then you get these charges once a day. You get them into the calendar, you collect them, and you get them into your inventory like here. And that means that you get one access. It means that you don't have to technically do all of the difficulties each and every day. You can like hoard up those charges and then go in. But it's always important because at the end of it, once you do, say, Trial of the Fierce right there, which is the next one, and the red one, because, you know, skill and all the classes it corresponds with, it will then leave you with a nice little boost. This was the one from the amazing one, the Essence of Light, and loads of different essence that you'll be able to collect. And when you do the Trial of Madness, then you're able to use all those essences, make yourself super powerful, and smash the content, and get those remnants. And then finally, when you've got the remnants that you need, you're then able to do the Mystic Archives, which everything's all confusing with that. I think I've done like one video, and that's it. I'm not doing any more on the side quest for this month because it's just a little bit meh. But if you want to do it, that's that in a nutshell, explained. Tip number 2 is all about prepping for bigger content and grabbing resource in order to grind. So what is coming into game? Well, we know about Eternity of Pain for some people that's coming into game, but what about other things that players might want to do? And that's the big thing. It's all about resource collection. If you are looking at your stash and thinking, I'm a bit low on stuff, then hoard your free crystals, your free Thronebreaker, Cavalier, Paragon, uncollected, all of those type of ones. Hoard these particular crystals because you could, you know, overstock your stash, your coffers, whatever you want to call it. You can go and do things like special quests and do the Realm of Legends in order to pick up some health potions if you so wish. But one of the things that I like to do is return back to old content. There's a few stomping grounds that I have to go over. A lot of you do know about Act 5.3.6, but there are some other places as well. Act 2.5, which is the unstoppable one there, Electro. I return back to that one from time to time to grab resource. And the same thing with Act 3.2.6, which is that one right there, the Thanos one. And also there's some other times that I've gone back on some of the other content. I've managed to pick up some kind of stuff, whether it be revives, health potions, and full energy refills. It has allowed me to have like a nice collection of them, not so inflammatory. Inflammatory I think is the right word. So it doesn't look like I'm overdoing things, Kabam. So if you are watching this, look, it's not ridiculous. You did give compensation, so make sure to kind of like hoard that compensation in, so you've got like a good amount. You know, we've got like some level 1 revives right there, and I'm just about to do something like Karina's challenges and some energy refills there with that. So look to repeat on that type of older content. Grab the resource, especially as I am a non-spending player. I can't ever say I'm free to play. I kind of feel like because I've spent in the past, it doesn't really technically make me this a free to play account. This is a non-spend as of December 2021. Non-spending account ongoing, but that's just how I'm rocking it at the moment. There's still a video I've got to do about that in next month, where I talk about 6 months non-spending and how I've kind of felt about the process and has it been good. What do I feel like has been my takeaways from it? But that's another story for another video. I'm not going to bore you with that one. But go and grab resource. Also, look to the advantage of 22-hour events, the best events ever out in MCOC. These are easy to do and easy to plan for. Got level up at the moment, and the great thing about me is I've just come off of opening up loads of new champions and definitely got a load of champions to level up. But I do have to be very careful in that my gold is running low, so I need to find ways to pick up more gold, which will be doing more quests, side quests in particular, quite good at picking up that, but also, you know, doing incursions, which I might have to do, or go back to arena, which is my preference. Tip number 3 is all about the Mystic Archives bundles. This is a very important thing, and I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I did a full video on this yesterday, but in a nutshell, go to your crystals, open up all of the rank up resource versions of them, and then check your inventory, then come to the bundles. Okay, that's the really quick version to explain that tip. Here's a little bit of a longer version. In the bundles, you'll see various different types of volumes of the class catalyst that you can get in game, whether you're Cavalier, Uncollected, whatever, and you will have a volume of things like tier 5 basics, tier 2 alpha, a nice little rank up package, okay? But what you need to really consider is that when you're opening up those bundles, you may be making a bad decision if you haven't cleared your crystals first. Here's an example. So I've got these map 5 crystals here from compensation because I don't do map 5. Now in these map 5 crystals, I've got, okay, so there's some tier 4 basic, there's some more tier 4 class catalyst, I've got 4,000 for skill, 5,000 for science, 5,900 there. So my next kind of point of call is to go to my inventory. In my inventory, I'll be able to see how close I am to something. Now, I'll just change the script a little bit and kind of focus on something like tier 5 class catalyst, which I'm more interested in. And I'll go, okay, well, when it comes to my bundles, my focus is going to be onto tier 5 cosmic. The reason being, that's right, I'm closer to forming that particular one. The same thing will go on tier 5 basic and go, okay, well, just a point of reference, I want 29,500. We would then go to the bundles, we then go to Mystic Archives, and then bundles, and then go to Cosmic, the legendary Cosmic bundle for that. And so for all 5 that I'll be buying would be solely focused on that because it would make more interest and better logic to kind of get that. Granted, it may not be the case that those Mystic ones right there, the signature stones right there, God, get your words out, Rich, would be that advantageous. But the main thing would be to get close to forming something, which is the point of why I said about that particular tip. So yeah, that's that on bundles. Tip number 4 is all about champions and content and targets and goals. One of the big things that I keep my interest still with the game, because it's times I do feel like I'm unfocused on what I want to do. I'm not planning anything in game, and you can really stagnate and kind of lose your interest in the game, which is something I don't ever like losing my interest. So I want to keep focused. How do I keep focused? And that is just like, well, what is my current goal? My current goal is to rank 4 certain champions and get the 3 rank 4s that I need to get Paragon. But also there's some other side goals with it. So in order to achieve that, I have to do 2 things. I have 2 goals at the moment, and that is to try and build up as many units as possible between now and July 4th, which is something we're going to come on to in a minute, but also look to work on Karina's challenges. Now, I've just started ranking up some of the champions I will need to do new heroes and foes. So once I do that, then I'll go and grab the tier 3 alpha from that, and then also plan other things. Like go, okay, well my next plan is to then rank up some other champions to do Revolution, and that will be my next plan after that one. And then it's something about, okay, well, do I go on to come out to play, which is defeat Green Goblin in Abyss of Legends with only champions tagged Sinister 6. So that will may be my next target. And then it will be after that one, I'll be like, okay, complete Abyss of Legends with only mutant champions. The reason I'm approaching it this way is that I just feel that the other ones are very more straightforward. The other ones are kind of like going to mean more of a kind of a grind. But I'm up for that, especially because the more that I get from tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha means that there may be less of that I need from doing something like, I don't know, July 4th deals, number 1. Number 2, Eternity of Pain. So it's like the kind of the answer that I'm kind of getting to with that particular methodology is, do I need to do the completion of volume 2 of Karina's challenges, or do I do a little bit of July 4th and a little bit of Eternity of Pain at the same time? So it's kind of like grabbing the resource first, then doing, say, these kind of like 3 down here, the teams are plenty, etc. So yeah, that's how I'm kind of like planning that. I may even also go to things like the volume 1. I may decide, okay, well, have I got time, or do I have any interest to do the likes of Inhuman Stamina in Labyrinth of Legends, which isn't too bad in Labyrinth of Legends, but I definitely would prefer doing some other stuff. So it's all about pick and choosing what your goals are, what your aspirations are. It may be to become Cavalier for the first time, becoming a Paragon, becoming Thronebreaker, those particular things. If you set up something for a while and be like, I'm not going to do that, like maybe kind of like focus on in some of like month in, month out, like what do you want to achieve? At the end of May, what do you want to do? By the end of June, what do you want to achieve? By the end of July, what do you want to see happen on your roster? So those key things need to be set in motion for you as a player. final tip has got to be unit grinding. We are in now the business end, the squeaky end, the scary end of trying to get ourselves the amount of units, last amount of units to get ourselves a good thing from July 4th deals. Now, this is something I created a couple of days ago, I want to say, and it's sort of there, but you know, you can take the totals away from it. In a nutshell, it's like saying, look, you could get potentially 3,000 units by doing non-arena grinding, even more if you are a spender and get those summon a sigil, even more so if you don't add in the units from being in an alliance, which is, I think, a little bit less than that. I think it's 450 now. So you could see yourself getting like way over 3,000. Yes, you might need an extra 2k. Where can I get the other 2k units from? And that sadly will be arena, but you know, for someone like myself, I'm happy to do that. That's what I'm going to be doing very, very soon, especially because I'm going to be spending a little bit of time doing that. I've been very busy with other stuff, so it's just trying to find some time to do it, but I'm definitely doing it. I'm definitely up for it. So yeah, lots of units are available if you are willing to do even like a little grind into getting the milestone 12 in some of the trials. 3 to 6 hours, it could be a lot less than that. I think I've done like 3 hours or less than to get that through a week. Like it's a lot less than you might think nowadays with it, but it does depend on roster size, as you might do it a lot less. So yeah, there could be like a huge amount of units available for you. I think I'm being optimistic to think that I'd get 10,000 units, because I'd have to get 9,900 units by the end of start of July. So that's going to be very difficult to do, especially with times are ticking, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll see what happens. I'm up for the grind. But yeah, you can pick up a lot from there. And maybe you get a bit of RNG luck as well, you know, picking up some as well. You could see 10,000 pretty easily if you grinded now. Even like others will probably see a lot more. I really don't know what the extent is with people's luck. But yeah, good luck to everybody on the grind. Those have been the top 5 tips. Thank you ever so much for watching. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be. Cheers everybody, have a good one, bye bye.